Hi Aquarius, this is your reading for the time period of March 2022. For those of you who are new to my channel or you're visiting, welcome to Amani's Lightwork. Alright, so before I begin your reading, I just want to let you guys know that there are a few cases in the Keys to Akasha section of my channel. Please feel free to comment below the videos if you feel inclined to. If you do have inquiries about any cases that you'd like to see me cover on my channel, please kindly send me a direct message to my IG at AmaniIfe777. Please also, if you whichever is more convenient, you can send an email to iofakasha108@gmail.com. All right. Please also be advised that these readings are interpreted. I'm using my ability and the meanings of the cards to get the readings done. Okay. All right. So let's begin and see what energies are coming through for you for this time period. Something is a small, either it's a small space or it's a small space, place or space. Okay, you could be moving, and that's that's the resolution that you've come to in your mind. That some place that you chose to move to is quite small. It just, for some of you, that may be a situation. If it's not related to a move necessarily, small space or small place could be metaphoric for something. I don't know if you feel, I'm being drawn to a Pisces too. You may be dealing with a Pisces, but it could be whatever water sign. You may feel really, I'm also getting this idea of a disconnect. So you may be disconnected from a Pisces for some reason. If it's not a water sign, it's whatever zodiac sign you could be dealing with firsthand. But it kind of seems like there's some type of, either there's a connection, a reconnection, or a disconnection involving something related to a small space or place and a Pisces element, okay? Or whatever sign. All right, Aquarius. So the card you have underneath is the Hierophant. The Hierophant, if you look at this card in this deck, there's a Taurus man on this card, but it could be, like I said, Hierophant. Anyone can embody Hierophant if they're in tune, they're intuitive, someone that you can seek some type of advice from, okay? But this person, I'm also getting this idea of moving with this individual, so you may move with them or they may move with you, or they could be helping you move into or out of a space. It just depends on what's going on. This could be your work environment or like a residential move that you may need to make, okay? I'm also getting a bigger location. So if it's not something that's small, then you may move to a bigger location. And something is important about a Taurus man in terms of a bigger location. So it could be a bigger residential property, bigger car, bigger business. You could be in a business with them. Bigger can also be a way to describe money. Money may be bigger as well, or you may get some type of tie that you do have to this person implies that you may make more money, or I also get fine tuning when I said make more money. So fine tuning could be, typically when people use the term fine tuning, they're talking about a skill that could be fine tuning. So you may fine tune a skill that you have, or this person may be fine tuning a skill that they have. But if you or them or you do it collectively, fine tune something, whatever you fine tune, that means that there'll be more money for you. So that could have something to do with an increase in pay. That could also have something to do with like upping your position in the job, okay? Or some type of residential move. Something may be fine. You may need to fine tune something in regards to a residential move as well. All right. The starting point has the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is power. And yes, there is power in saving money or putting money aside for a rainy day. All right. But it could also imply earth sign. Like I said, the Taurus is there. You could also be dealing with Capricorns and Virgos as well too. I'm getting this idea that you do save a lot of money. So it's really important that you do. July is coming through for some of you. May be an important month. You may vacation during that time period. There's also a 4 on this card. So April may also be important, or any day in the month of March that has a 4 in it. So what's the next day? We passed the 4th. So the next important day would probably be the 14th, the 18th, no, sorry, 14, and the 28th may be important days. One of those days may be somebody's birthday. All right. So that could be something that you deal with. But if it's not that, then you are saving money. And the reason why you could be saving money, it could have something to do with somebody's birthday, right? Because I believe we're still in Pisces right now. So by the 28th, you're already in Aries season. So an Aries may be important to how you save money. I also get where a percentage of your money comes from may come from an Aries element or a connection that you have to an Aries as well. Okay. The wedding position has the Dancer, Princess of Wands energy. So the Princess of Wands energy, I'm getting an idea of a cousin. This person may be like a cousin to you. They're a princess, so they could be a younger cousin. They could be a friend, a lover, a co-worker, whoever it is that they are. But a cousin is coming through quite profoundly on this card. So like I said, Aries was there, but you could be dealing with a Leo, a Sag, Aries. That's a woman that, something about them is like this, or something about them may be younger. All right. Or they're in the same age group as you. Okay. I'm getting an interesting question on where does she keep it? Where does she keep it? Like, where does she keep some type of money? Or where does she keep, I don't know. So this person keeps something and you want to know where it is. I don't know. It could be an object. It could be it could be money. That's why the Four of Pentacles energy is there. Like I said, someone was giving you, I get an account too. Someone may be giving you some type of access to an account that they have, or something's going on with an account that you do have, Four of Pentacles. But where does she keep it? I think some people say that when they're talking about someone that likes to eat, where does she put it all? That could be a scenario. Where does she put all the food? That could be a situation. Or like, where does she keep it? Sounds more like an object, or it could be money. I'm also getting the idea of a pen. Like, where does she keep some type of pen? So if it's related, that's why the Pentacles is here as well. If this is related to an account of some kind, you may want to know where this individual put some type of pen, some type of access code, so you can get into something. I get share with them. You're trying to share something with them, or it's their objective to share something with you, but I don't know, for some reason you're trying to access something that they can't give you at a particular moment because maybe they may not be around, or excuse me, they may not be around, or they may be absent from a situation when you're trying to get into it. So it could be an account. I'm also getting like a locker kind of thing, like you're trying to get into like a locker. It could be like a mailbox or a locker, or some type of account, and you need a pin, or you need a password, or you need a key, things of that nature with the Princess of Wands. But I'm also getting this idea of a lie with that individual. So I don't know if they lied. I get where they keep something. They may be lying about where they keep something, or where they have something kept away from you, or like maybe you have a situation here where don't really need. You may not really need something that this individual has, but because they know that you don't really need it, they're lying up, or they're potentially, or that could be something that they already did. They may be lying about something that they have somewhere, or they're lying about where they put a key. Or I'll give you a really interesting example. Say there's a situation here where say there's a situation here where Four of Pentacles, maybe you want to borrow some money from this individual, and what they're doing is they what they're doing is, as well, is they don't want, one element about it is that they don't want to be 100% upfront about a passcode or about a key or about something that will allow you to access some type of funds or something that they have, right? So I keep getting lie. Like, so what they're doing is that they're lying about the situation. I don't know if this has something to do with a home. That's why I was getting an idea of like moving and something residential. That could be a situation as well too, right? But I'm getting the idea of a deposit with this individual. So there could be a deposit that you want to make, and something's going on with some type of deposit that you want to make. I don't know if you want to, I see what's going on. This could be a situation here where you may want some type of money deposited into, or you want your money deposited into someone else's account. I don't know if they want to do that with yours. You may want to deposit your money into someone else's account rather than an account that you normally use, if that makes any sense. But for some reason, that's why I said something that you want to do does not, you don't necessarily need to do, but you want to do. And that could be why this individual is lying, because they don't understand why you need to use their account to make a deposit. Like some type of deposit that you're waiting for. I also get this idea of paranoia. You may be paranoid. Something is like minor paranoia about where you are. There's a deposit that you're looking out for, but there's a little paranoia with where you get that, where that deposit lands, if that makes any sense. For some reason, there's a little paranoia there. So that may be for them, they may feel that way, or you feel that way about that. Because whoever's giving you the deposit, that person, wherever the deposit is coming from, I get illegal. There's an illegal deposit that you may receive from something that you're doing. There's an illegal deposit, whatever that means. Like an illegal deposit could mean, if it's on an actual account, then I'm also getting like a safe box. There's a safe box that something is in. It could be a key, it could be money related to some type of safe box. Sometimes people put keys in safe boxes. So if you don't want that type of situation, if you don't want to deal with that kind of situation, then you could be asking this person to hold it for you. I also get a combination. They could be giving you a combination for something may be off or wrong about a combination, right? The spirit is also giving me an idea that be on your P's and Q's with a Princess of Wands energy. Like be on your P's and Q's with them. Say, for example, you're moving, and you have a set of keys that you don't want to leave the set of keys in a particular situation. So you're asking them, they could be a friend, they could be a neighbor, they could be a partner of some kind. You're asking them, can you, I want to leave these keys. I want to leave this money. I want my money deposited to your account instead of mine. I'm making a transition here, and I need to make sure that this transition is smooth. Right? So what's happening with them is that they're either giving you some type of like combination to something, but something is, I get off about the numbers. They're giving you a combination of numbers, but something is off. They're giving you a sequence of numbers, but something is off about the combination of the sequence of numbers that they are giving you for an account or a safe box to a situation, right? I'm getting this feeling of, what is she up to? Like something is really ticking in you where you're like, what is she up to? I don't know if that's their question towards you. That could be a situation as well too. So before I move any further, what's happening here is that it feels like you're saving money, or you have some type of money that, there's some type of money that there's a deposit that you're looking out for, that you, for some reason you think, okay, there's some type of deposit that you're looking out for, but some aspect of that deposit is illegal for some reason, or something is going on with like a housing property that you moved to, and something's going on with a safe box and keeping keys and things of that nature inside of that, and who you leave that with, right? So I get scared when I hit that note. You may be scared of something along those lines. It just depends on what's going on. The present has the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands, it does reside with them. The Nine of Wands would be like, the Nine of Wands is fortitude, which means that you are defending your perspective on a situation that involves the Princess of Wands energy. Some type of position, some type of perspective that you do have with them, or they're doing that with you. It just depends on the energy that is coming through. Right? I get, why do you need to save when I hit that note? I don't know who's asking the question, but you could be like, why do you need to save? Or they're like, why do you need to save? Why do you need to save? Whatever that means. Like, you could be saving a large amount of money, but it's not necessary for you to save, or that's their question to you. I don't know if you're asking this individual that question. So if they do come to you with that question, if they do come to you with that, that exact question, it's like you could be asking them, why do I need to explain this to you? Is it really necessary for me to explain this to you with the Nine of Wands? Right? Why do you need to save? And it's related to money, right? Why do you need to save could also be, if it's not like money related, the why do you need to save could also be, if they're giving you something that is theirs, why do you need to save the passcode to your phone? Why do you need to save this account number to your phone, or your notes in your phone? That could be another explanation. So that's either you're asking them that, or they're asking you that, okay? The future has the Hermit, sign of Virgo. And then your instincts has the Three of Swords energy. So the Three of Swords would be your energy, and the instincts as a minor, something may be minor about some difficulty that you're experiencing in a situation. All right. Some type of difficulty in a situation that you may experience. There's just a little minor sorrow, but it's a 3. So it's changeable energy. Okay. With the Princess of Wands and the Nine of Wands. All right. So let me look at the accomplishment. The Six of Swords energy is here as well. So the 6 with the 4 of Pentacles, there's sureness with money that you do have. I get where you leave it. There's a sureness with money you have, but it has something to do with where you leave the money, where you decide to leave it, if that makes any sense, or who you decide to leave it with, or who you decide to leave something with, if that makes any sense, if it's money related, right? So if it's money that you want to save, someone could be asking, why do you need to save it? You can just give me part of it, or you can pay part of this now, like I said, a deposit and things of that nature, or something's going on with access to some type of account that you're trying to obtain. But you may be saving, what's going on is that you may be saving the information to an account that is not yours. I don't know if that's a fear you have with this person. Like, you may be thinking, oh, I see what's going on here. I see what's going on here. If this is a situation where if it's not their information, if it's not their information, I keep getting to make a deposit, or some type of deposit that you're waiting for to get done. If it's not their information that you need for a deposit to go to or to make the deposit, then it's your information that you're giving them to use for some type of housing procedure or work procedure. And there's paranoia with you giving it to this person, because I get the idea of seeing where you work. Like, you may not want someone to see where you work. I don't know if you don't want someone to see where you work, or they don't want you to see where they work or where they've worked. Because if somebody is really comfortable with you, vice versa, to the point where they're giving them account access, giving somebody account access, vice versa, would mean that they or you can see where the statements and deposits were coming from. Within those deposits, something is illegal within a deposit that they receive. Something is illegal about a deposit you receive, but there's an element, Three of Swords, in the instincts. There's also this interesting element that the one aspect of the deposit could also be that you don't know that it's, you know, or you don't know that it's illegal, or they don't know or they know that it's illegal if it's pertaining to them and you, vice versa. So that's the element that I get. That's where the Three of Swords with the hesitation and the Nine of Wands is coming from, with sharing some type of information to make a deposit, and you're wondering if someone is going to be able to see where you've worked or what you do. You're concerned if someone's going to see where you work or where you've worked, or it has something to do with what you do, something like that. And you're trying to be really private about what you do, whatever. I don't know if anybody would care, or that's your thought with them. Like, they may not care. Maybe you're thinking that someone's going to investigate something that you're doing. You're thinking that they are, or I don't know, are you doing that to someone? That could be a scenario. Right? So you could be asking them, why do you need to save my bank information? Why do you need to save the information, for the deposit that I made? One element about this is that I get tracking. One element about it as well too is that they may track something that you're doing. Excuse me. They may track something that you're doing. If it's a deposit, you may be thinking that a deposit that you're making digitally is trackable. You're thinking that it's trackable, or you think that about them, or they think that of themselves dealing with you. Something is trackable in a situation that you don't want to be trackable for whatever reason is. Okay? I don't know if it's not anything account related, money related, making deposits for places, or that's one scenario. The other scenario is there's a deposit that you want and you actually want somebody to receive the deposit. Oh, okay. Here's another really interesting interpretation of this. Another interpretation is that you may work a regular job, or they do, but that's normal. But then there's another deposit that you receive. I had a government. There's another deposit you receive from the government that you don't want them to see, or they don't want you to see. And some aspect of that of that deposit from the government, something about it is illegal for some reason. So that's either some thought that they have about themselves dealing with you, or vice versa. Something's going on with a Virgo too. The Virgo's in the future. So it could be a Virgo and the Taurus is underneath. You have Virgo, Taurus, and a fire sign female there. Something's going on there with that, and you and them. Okay? The spiritual self has the Knight of Discs. So the gourmet chef. That could be somebody's job. Or their job that they want seen, if that makes any sense. The Knight of Discs. Somebody may work in a restaurant, or they cook, they do something like that. If that's not the case, then it's an earth sign male is in your spiritual self. So they're a person that you're dealing with, or you could be embodying Knight of Disc, or you can be embodied Princess of Wands too. But if you're embodying Knight of Disc, is in the spiritual self. So if you're embodying that, yes, you are financially stable, but you have this weird secrecy with how and where you get money from. Or the way you move, if it's not anything crazy, the way you do move with your money, it comes off as shady to somebody. That's why I said, why do you need to save? Like, that could be the spirit just saying, why do you need to save? Or that's somebody here is asking you that. With the Knight of Discs and the fire sign female. So you have an earth sign man. It could be woman as well. You're embodying. I get asking questions. They may ask questions, or you're asking this person questions about something specific. One of these elements, somebody's asking you, or you're asking them some type of question. Some type of question. I don't know. Well, the question has anything to do with... It could have something to do with food. I don't know. It could have something to do with food. It could have something to do with going out. These could be like love interests of yours, and something's going on with like love interests that you have. Or questions that you have for people that you're close to. Family, friend, love interest. Questions that you have for them. or questions that they have for you, it sparks some type of paranoia or it sparks some type of scrutiny within them or you. Something like that. It's interesting. The mentality has the 8 of Wands. So there's travel with the 3 of Swords. Right? So the fire element goes with the fire sign woman. Travel, there's heartbreak with the fact that you need to travel to that person. I get reveal what you're doing. So you may need to reveal what you did or reveal what you are doing, whatever the tense is. So it's either reveal what you did or reveal what you're doing, or you may want to reveal what you're going to do, whatever that means. 3 of Swords, like there's some type of sadness with the travel that you're taking. There's a little bit of sadness with that travel. It could be towards a Virgo. There's a Virgo there. Or you could be dealing with Taurus is there. You have a Virgo, you have a Taurus, fire sign woman, females. You have, I think that was it. Virgo, Taurus, or earth sign male, female, fire sign woman. Whether that's a Leo, Aries, Sag, female. Deposits. Like you're being really secretive about some type of deposit that you are trying to make. You don't want somebody to see something specific, okay? What's changing or know, if it's not see, then maybe you don't want someone to just know about some type of deposit. Or like you don't want somebody to know. I get this idea of leeway. You don't want someone to know that you have some type of leeway in a situation. Leeway can mean that some type of process that you went through to get a home, I get a car, some type of process that you went through to get a home or a car or something. It may have been easier than someone else, vice versa. But the reason why it's easier is because of or why it is or will be easier is because of, I get their money. It's because of the fire sign woman's money. That's one element. It has to do with you using somebody else's money and then you not wanting someone else to see who gave you that money to do something specific or vice versa. The 9 of Swords is in a changing position. So the 9 will mean that the 9 of Swords is changing because you no longer have this feeling. You're no longer concerned about what they know. You're no longer concerned about what a Virgo knows, about what a Capricorn knows, or a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus man or woman. You're no longer concerned about what they know, or you're no longer concerned about what a fire sign woman knows. I feel like the fire sign woman is the one that you're doing these things with. But some aspect of it, I get not hidden. Some aspect of what you do with them is not hidden. Or some aspect of what you do with the earth sign man or woman is not hidden. Something that you do with them is not hidden. That's important. Now, that's why the 9s are here like that. But there's cruelty. Cruelty is changing. Like caring what you may deem somebody else's knowledge of something that you do to be cruel. I don't know. You deem that the knowledge of, like, somebody just knows things about you without knowing you. That's why that's changing. But you don't care about it anymore, or you once did, or you will care about it, whatever. The resolution has the 10 of Pentacles. The resolution, there's a money. You may end up making a lot of money with a Virgo, particularly. I get share. You may share money with a Virgo. You share something with a Virgo. Or a Taurus man. You share something with the earth sign males. I don't know what's going on with the earth sign females. You could be dealing with fire sign males too. The women are here. So you're dealing with a Sag, Aries, Leo woman. And something, I keep getting paranoia. So when I ran through the fire sign women, there's paranoia with them. Like you either feel that way with them or they feel that way with you, or the earth sign. Somebody feels paranoid about things for some reason. 10 of Pentacles. I mean, that may be something that you want to check, and if it's like, if that's becoming a real psychological, if that's becoming a psychological problem for someone, then they may need to get it checked out. That could be a real problem. Either, I don't know if that's for somebody, that could be a real issue for someone. Somebody may have a real problem with that, right? Someone may have a real issue with that, with paranoia, like diagnosable paranoia. All right, all right. Let's look for an outcome here. Okay, the Tower is here, sign of Scorpio. So this is the only water sign energy that I see. So you have the Tower. The Tower would be some type of situation that is happening here. Something is Tower-like about this. If you do look at the Tower, like the chafing that is here, I think it's called chafing. It looks like wands to me. So whatever you have going on with the fire sign is bringing in Tower energy. Let me do another outcome. Okay. And then the Ten of Wands again. Well, no, not again, because those are nines. There's a burden with dealing with the fire signs in the Tower. So I had to pull back when I said that. So the Tower and the Ten of Wands implies some type of pullback of a situation. Like you may pull back. I mean, paranoia, whatever it is you have going on, it's like there's a lot of swords here too. The swords kind of represent the mind, like psychological mind. But the Tower is here with the Ten of Wands because of a pullback that you either want to do with someone or a few fire sign energies, or they want to do this with you. But I get see that they see that you're doing that. But through them seeing that you're doing that, it may be making them paranoid. I don't know. So somebody may literally have a issue with paranoia that it's probably diagnosable that they do, and that could be something that's maybe wrong about that. But it's the way you're moving. I get trying to get a home. It's the way you're trying to get a home, or the way someone is trying to get a home, or money, or into an account, or how to see statements and things of that nature. It's because somebody's trying to do. It's like, there's like a behavioral science. What do you call it? There's a behavioral scientific study that was conducted on people who do crimes, but they do it, it's like unconsciously they're doing the crime, but it's like they don't realize that they're doing the crime, but then they have this really interesting urge to do the crime. But it's something it's like a psychological, like a behavioral study that somebody is doing. I don't know, something like that. Like, what is the study is like what is taking place in the mind of the person. What's taking place in the mind of the person that is doing the crime? So they look at, the frequencies in the brain. They do a whole study on that as to, whatever it is that's going on. So I feel like something about that is important to say to a situation. All right, Aquarius? All right, let me know how it resonates. Be well. Take care. Bye.